Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to another episode of Jam Pack Cooking. I'm your host, DJ Money, and today we will be whipping up some steak on steak cheese steaks. And they real good too. So we're going to start out with these peppers and onions, man. These veggies, we're going to put a real nice slice on them. We're going to try to go as thin as possible, keep it uniform, so we can make it real pretty and nice for the ladies. Just in case we want to feed it to the ladies. Which we probably are. So these veggies, they going to go with this steak. It pair really, really well with this steak, man. It give it a good flavor. So we got some rib out here that we just took out the freezer, and we taking off some of the hard fat. And Big Smokeys is slicing them real thin. You got to get you one of these Big Smokeys, man. He do a real good job when it comes to slicing these rib eyes real thin. And like I say, we taking off the hard fat and putting a real thin slice. And we slicing it, you know, pretty fairly thin, because one fact is that the cooking process doesn't take that long, and we cook it at a high heat, and we definitely want it to stay moist, tender, and juicy. So therefore, we put it like this here, just like that, real thin. So let's get this other steak chopped up, but do not throw away the excess fatty with the steak, the fat with the steak, because I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with that a little later. So here we are, we have it all sliced. We're gonna put a little seasoning on it. We're gonna start with about a teaspoon of black pepper and a teaspoon of salt, and about a teaspoon and a half of our magic dust. And like I say, you can get your own personal recipe to where you bottle magic dust. It'll be down in the description. So we throw a half a teaspoon of olive oil on these steaks just to distribute the seasoning well, man. And give it a toss. Give it a toss so that seasoning can get through through that meat and become real flavorful. So to this hot cast iron skillet, we added about a tablespoon of olive oil, and we're gonna get our steaks on. And this will go fairly quick. Anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how you like your steak cooked. For us, we like it medium well, you know, to medium, so it'll go for like 5 to 6 minutes. And as you can see, we added a little bit more of the magic dust. That's optional, but recommended. So we took the meat out and added a teaspoon of olive oil, and then we'll get our veggies in. And with these veggies, we're gonna get them sauteed down really nice. We add in a teaspoon of the salt and a teaspoon of the pepper, and we added a tablespoon of butter, because just butter, you know, butter make everything better. It's better with butter, baby. Alright, so as you can see, we sauteing these vegetables down, and we're gonna throw in a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and that's optional, because but we like it with a kick, so we definitely like it with the kick. So get your saute and scoop them veggies back to the back, and here's where it becomes a little more complicated. Nah, but this is what makes it steak on steak. We have the fatty, and we marinated in a spicy rub. We'll leave the recipe to that down in the description. And we got them in a skillet with the peppers and onions. And like I say, you let them cook down there. You want to reduce your heat to medium low to medium heat, for the fact being you want this to render down real nice like that. And you want that fat to render and mix in and sweat those peppers on down. It's gonna make for a real good topping over the cheesesteak sandwiches. And this is what makes this steak on steak cheesesteak. So now we have the fat rendered, and we're gonna incorporate the peppers and onions. We're gonna give it a good toss and the final mix, and we'll pull it out and set it to the side. But I guarantee you the fat content in that steak will make this sandwich go from good to great. So now, as every classic cheesesteak have, we're gonna melt down some processed American cheese, and we added in a teaspoon of cumin for that extra flavor. And like I say, you want to do this on a low heat and add your cheese. And we added about a cup of milk And we're gonna add the cheese slowly and keep giving it a whisk until we get this golden, the liquid gold. And we use the best. We definitely use the best. This is the best American processed cheese that money can buy. Alright, here we are, man. We have our ingredients complete, so we're gonna whip up some cheesesteaks. We'll start with a plain one for the plain folks out there. We respect you for being plain. Now moving to the side, let's get to this steak on steak cheesesteak. So we'll start with some of the fatty and peppers and onions. We'll throw some of the lean cuts on there and some more of the peppers and onions with the fat meat in it, and then we'll throw some of that American processed cheese on it. Look at that. It look real good. I know you're getting hungry. Just wait. So let's throw a little bit more of the American processed cheese with the steak. And we're going to throw some of our gold chips on there. Let's give it a taste. Yes, sir. Give it a punch. We knocked it out the park. That's some good stuff, ladies and gentlemen, I must admit. Here it is, a close-up shot of the steak and the steak on steak cheesesteak with some of our gold chips. Now, we're going to leave the recipe to our gold chips down in the description box. We got some of our local made bread from our local bakery. Just check out Walmart. Some of the best bread money can buy. But we put some more liquid gold on for you plain folks. As always, folks, it's been nice. This is Jam Pack Cooking. I am DJ Money. I appreciate you for watching. The next time you want a good steak sandwich recipe, give it a whirl. By the way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We'll let you know the next time we jamming and cooking. I'm DJ Money. Until next time, peace and love.